Hi, my name is Eric Bruckmeyer. I'm the CEO and technical advisor for the Honest Water Filter Company, and welcome to Honest Water Talk. I really love having you here today. One of the topics that's been out on our minds and on Facebook and Instagram is we're going to talk about water filtration. And most water filtration out there you're seeing in these advertising portals is whole house advertising with loose granulated carbon systems, so what we call stand-ups. You will see a picture in this video for sure what that looks like. The reality is that's not a bad filtration system, but it's not a good one either. Let's talk about the why. Because here at Honest Water Filter, one of the things we pride ourselves on is using what's called block carbon. The reason we use block carbon and our patented technology is the reality is we can do more and control more of the quality. In a stand-up carbon system, no quality control whatsoever. As a matter of fact, you might get water through that isn't filtered because the system is designed when it's dirty to channel. And channeling means it just goes past the media without touching or spending any time for the carbon to actually work. Whereas in a block carbon system like the Honest Water product, water has to touch all of the carbon, and then we control the flow rate, which guarantees a contact time. You see, in loose carbon, your demands determine the quality of water. The faster you need water, the less it will do. And let me tell you, these low-cost dealers don't talk about that because they just want to sell you something. Here at Honest Water, we want to sell you what's proper for your home. And one of the things that we're challenged with is we always ask these questions, right? We want to know, how often should you change that? Well, I know when we asked Google how long that should be, the reality was it was 1 to 5 years. You can look it up for yourself. How long should a stand-up carbon system be replaced or last? We will tell you that if you go to the websites that deliver and sell only carbon, their own websites will tell you 1 to 5 years. What we want you to be careful of is that your product salesperson is going to tell you a lie, and they're going to tell you that because they want to sell something, because they get to eat what they kill, and that just simply means they get commissions. And we want you to benefit from a product. We don't want you to suffer from a product overpriced. That's just silly. So the reality is, when you're choosing a product, I want you to consider making sure it's certified as a system and not as a component. So what you'll hear a lot, well, all our components are standard 61 certified. That doesn't mean crap. That just has nothing to do with anything other than it's allowed to be put together to be used with potable water. It says nothing about the quality of the product whatsoever. So we wanted to educate you so you learned that and understood that choosing a product, you should look to an NSF standard or an IATMO standard for the performance of a product. And here at Honest Water, we spent $5 million to do that. So we want you to know to get the best product available, and our warranties and our customer service is by far the best in the industry. We help the plumber sell our products to you, the consumer, because we believe that the plumber is the proper person to install water treatment and not some obscure water treatment company that's here today and gone tomorrow, because anybody is allowed to sell you equipment. And I think that's wrong. I think it should always come from the plumbing contractor. And I believe that with my full heart. As a matter of fact, I'm a plumber, and on my tattoo it says water broke it. And I wanted you to know that water breaks everything. So let's fix your water in your house. And I want to thank you again for listening to us today here at Honest Water Talk. Have a great day. We look forward to servicing you.